This week on Tips and Tricks, we'll teach you how to dominate Destiny 2. We'll try to play Manual Samuel, and we'll interview Mixer streamer Lucy May. All this and more on this week's Tips and Tricks. Ethan Rothamel, and this is the show that helps you get the most out of your Xbox, Windows, and Mixer experience. Star of the show, Malik Prince, couldn't make it today. A little late, too busy. Oh, is that him? Malik? What?
Are we on?
Yeah.
Is this running?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Can you please come help me out?
You know, the star of Tips and Tricks, you don't start the show without the star. Hold on, I got to plug in my earpiece.
Okay.
Don't you know how the show goes?
Yeah. I do. I was here on time because I know when the show starts.
Listen, I'm on time. My time.
Oh, I get it.
Yes. I've got my drink in my hand. It's water. Just for all you
Great.
maybe questioning.
Yeah.
But so I've come to make sure this show runs off without a hitch because I don't believe that you can actually do it without the star.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah,
What's
sure.
the deal with the accent?
No. Jeez, Ethan, I was just trying something new.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Clearly.
Star of Tips and Tricks here.
Malik, it's good to have you.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I kind of wanted to address this whole star thing because I feel like this week on esports, and the Level Up cast, I was kind of, I don't want to say made fun of, but it was
We
a
definitely
thing.
poked. We poked and prodded.
I don't know if we have the image that was put up, but if we do, that's
There it is.
okay. I don't think it was that funny, but I mean, it was like this. I don't even know where this image comes from, but really the origin of this is we have our team meetings every week, Xbox ambassadors, community.xbox.com. And I walked in,
plug.
we were doing doing intros to a new intern, and everyone was down. I came in late, as a star does, of course. And I'm like, it's my time to introduce myself. So I said everything I did, pause. And I also star in Tips and Tricks as a joke because I'm not that. This sounds weird,
it was a bit.
I'm a very modest person. I don't like talking about myself.
Clearly.
I'm very modest.
He actually
I
is. He
swear.
actually is.
But I said it as a joke, and everybody took it and ran with it, and now it became this. This was actually on my office door when I came in. And I think somebody back here behind the lights.
Who did that? That's awesome. I will say,
Tar made it, and you put it on the. It was great, though.
When we make emotes for when Tips and Tricks moves to its own channel.
Next week, yeah.
That has to be an emote.
Absolutely.
That has to be an emote. Yeah.
This is like the cocky kind of.
I love it. You smug face.
With the star.
With the star.
Yeah.
With that smug face. Although, God, you just look fresh.
Oh, I appreciate
Look
that.
at those eyelashes. Those are gorgeous. All right, sorry. Let's move on.
So.
Yeah, anyway. How you been? What
There
you
we
been
go.
playing?
I am well. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Look like
I'm
you're going
feeling a
to,
little dressy. I apologize.
Look like
Just
you're
in
going
the
to get-
holiday spirit. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Or like you're going to give like a TED Talk or something.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's your TED Talk topic?
I've never been good at improv. How video games
There you go,
will stop violence in Canada.
Oh, specifically Canada.
Specifically Canada.
Gotcha. I think that's a great TED Talk. You know what?
you.
Sign me up. Give me a ticket. I'm there.
Okay.
All right.
Are there tickets for TED Talks?
I don't know.
Oh, neither do I.
Anyway,
Okay.
what am I playing? So last week we kind of mentioned that, I stepped out of my Halo boundaries, which by the way is an overblown thing that I only play Halo. I'm looking at all you back here. But no, seriously, I went back into Battlefield. It was always this thing between Battlefield and Halo. But now I'm back into Battlefield.
Nice.
In fact, not only did I play Battlefield 1, I played Battlefield 3.
Went way back.
Way back, even though it sounds reversed because Battlefield 3
Yeah,
is higher than 1.
yeah.
That's a weird naming scheme, but whatever. We'll forget
We'll
that.
talk about that later.
Right, but it's back up on the Xbox store and backwards compatible. So I went, played it. It's awesome. I love that game. I miss those maps, but it does look kind of terrible on the 4K screen because it like stretches everything.
Yeah, right.
But still, it's a ton of fun. So that's what I've been playing, getting back into the Battlefield mode.
Nice, man.
of
I
gameplay.
actually like the new. I think it sucks that they restarted and it's Battlefield 1 again, but
Yeah.
that's like because if they make Battlefield 2, it's probably World War 2, which would be sick.
Which would be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine storming the beaches of Normandy
With like on a 1X with like those graphics. Oh my
so
god.
good. Like and that's
gonna
the
be
thing
sick.
about Battlefield games. They look so good. They're just like
They're
Call of
beautiful,
Duty
man.
could learn a thing or two by checking out Battlefield.
Yeah, totally. I heard a.
Sorry.
No, I mean he's not like.
I'm not wrong. That's for
I
sure.
loved Call of Duty. I really did, and I just have not
Yeah.
been into the most recent ones. I'm really
Sure.
hopeful for World War II. I really want it to be good.
It looks good. Yeah.
But I haven't enjoyed Call of Duty in like 3 games.
Last one I
don't know,
played
man.
was Modern Warfare 2, but that's the thing. Like they kept going into the future where it just you lost the connection perfection. Like gamers, like it's hard to imagine a world where they were with all the tech and stuff. So I do like that they're going back to World War II, and so we'll see. I might give them another chance. I might not. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, totally.
What about you?
Well, I'm always playing Destiny, man.
Destiny.
I spent 8 hours on Sunday. Ladies, I spent 8 hours playing the raid in Destiny 2 blind. Like, it didn't look up anything. We just went in with our clan, which we always do, and just try and beat it without looking anything up. Anyone that's played the raid knows it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
So it took us all day, and we didn't beat it. We got 75% done.
No.
75% is pretty good. Like, we were happy.
Did
I
you
was
have fun?
happy.
Yeah, that's
I
what they said.
loved it, man. The new raid is really good. I would highly recommend it if you haven't tried it yet.
Okay.
It is unreal how much of an improvement it is over the last few raids.
See, like, I'm not a big Destiny fan, but as long as people are enjoying it, hey,
Oh, you're such
listen.
a sap. But there's a couple of news stories going on.
Oh, that's right.
Like the Fortnite stuff. I know. I want to hear you talk about it because you were pretty excited about it.
Yeah, well, apparently, Fortnite came out and it's on multiple platforms, of course, and so players found out that there were multiple platforms. The gamers on multiple platforms were playing against each other, which is not necessarily allowed. So Xbox, PS4, and it was discovered and it was patched. People pointed out it's patched, and the fearless leader of Xbox, who shall not be named, which I'm sure you guys know, but he kind of went on Twitter and like echoed a lot of gamer sentiment, which is like, I wish they would have left it in because now they're patching it out. So
yeah, which sucks because it's awesome.
Yeah, and so certain console manufacturers that I just didn't want to say Phil
It's just
Simpson.
funny. It's just funny.
Me and Phil are like best friends,
Yeah.
and so I didn't want to.
Sure.
I didn't want to drop.
I know he loves tips and tricks, and so
He's
he
probably
has to
watching
hang
right
out.
now. Phil, if you're watching right now, how's it going? But no, certain console manufacturers, it rhymes with pony, don't want to allow it, and it's just kind of crazy. But I think the more gamers that can play together, the better the experience, right?
Well, that's my problem. Is
Yeah.
like a lot of my friends are on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like, and I own I love PlayStation, and I love Xbox, and I have games on both. So I want to be able to play. Like it shouldn't matter.
That's
I
the
wish
thing. Yeah,
I
imagine
get it, but it sucks.
a lot of my friends have Grand Theft Auto 5, which is such a great social game experience, the online component, and like they all have PlayStation 4s, and I want to be able to like hang out with them when they're playing Grand Theft Auto. I want to go and roam the streets of Los Santos. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
No, I
but
get it. Cause trouble.
cause lots of trouble.
That sounds really ridiculous with like a collar shirt. Anyway,
Yeah, all right.
the other thing that came out today, I think, was like Overwatch completely overhauled two of their main characters, Diva and Mercy, which is like Mercy can't res everyone now. Like her super was if you were in a group, you could res everybody, and now she's got an ability where she can res one person, and her super's like Valkyrie, which is like you have a gun, you're faster, you're stronger, everything you do, you just do more damage, and you can buff multiple people, like you can shoot your laser at two people at once.
Nice, man. You said a lot of words, and I don't know what they mean. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
you don't play Overwatch, do you?
I don't,
okay.
but no, that's
people in chat
exciting.
do though.
I mean, but updates are, to your point, all jokes aside, updates are awesome. And I think some of
Yeah.
the best games that are out right now are the games that are constantly
Changing
updating.
out, yeah.
And like, kudos to the team. It's Blizzard, right?
Yeah, yeah, it is. It sure
It's
is.
Blizzard. I knew that.
No, but it's cool. It's cool
I didn't
'cause
want to
it's
say it out loud and it'd be wrong. But
No, you're right. But it's cool because it's a competitive
Yeah.
game, and they're adjusting so much to like fit the meta and like get people to play different characters
Yeah.
and all that. And I think it keeps it fresh and interesting. I love it, and
Nice.
I do love Overwatch, but I think it's really cool.
Nice.
That's
nice.
just me.
And it's so sad. Kind of a side note, Battleborn, you remember the game that tried to go up against Overwatch? Rest in peace.
Yep.
Rest in peace, Battleborn. That's sad, but it's the nature. It's a circle of life,
Yeah.
as Lion King taught me.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna break into song there. So
Maybe.
let's move on.
Yeah, we got one more piece of news. The Forza Motorsport 7 demo is now available for download on Xbox One and PC.
Oh, nice.
Forza Motorsport
Nice.
7 in 4K, 60 frames per second on Xbox One X when it comes
Yeah.
out. The game has over 700 cars.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So if you want to see beautiful graphics while you careen into a wall over
Driving
and over
a
again,
car
like I
that
do.
you would never afford.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dynamic weather, like the list goes on. Forza is like a tried and true series, and so be sure to check it out if you're into cars. And if you're not into cars, it's a demo, so it's free, so you might as well still check it out.
Yeah, that's me because I suck at Forza, but I think the game is beautiful. So I
Yeah.
just like ride around going 20 with
Yeah.
my blinker on and then enjoy. Oh, it's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
It's like my grandma anywhere.
Yeah.
It's so nice. This is
so
Iowa,
nice.
Grandma.
Yeah. Well, cool. That was our intro segment.
Yeah,
I hope
nice.
you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I hope my acting skills came through the camera and moved you and touched you in some way.
They moved me and touched me. So no. Yeah, they did.
Alrighty. And
So
moving on, we have a game that just came out. We were just talking about
Yes.
Destiny 2.
Destiny
Let's
2.
take a look at 5 tips to be great at the game.
It's time, Guardians. Ready your weapons and prepare for battle, because the Cabal just started a fire that they cannot put out, and they will burn. They have invaded the last city, imprisoned the Traveler, took our light, and destroyed our purple ball, the majestic purple ball. But this great city has stood through the Battle of Six Fronts, Battle of Twilight Gap, and you can be sure that we will be standing after this one. No longer are we New Monarchy, Dead Orbit, or FWC. Regardless if you are Awoken, Human, or Exo, we are Guardians, and by following these 5 tips, we will win.
How do we come back from this?
Tip number 1, know what's changed. Before hopping into Destiny 2, there are a few changes to note. The first major difference, gun categories. In the first Destiny, you had primary, secondary, and heavy weapons. Now you have kinetic, energy, and power weapons. Weapons no longer need to be leveled up, meaning all abilities are unlocked the minute you decrypt them. Each subclass has also been tweaked to help give that familiar but refreshing feel. Shaders are now single use, and they can be applied to each piece of equipment individually, adding a ton of options for customization. They can also be applied to any of your weapons. However, exotics still need their ornaments. As if that wasn't enough customization, the addition of weapon mods lets you really beef up your gear. So go ahead and experiment to your heart's content. Tip number 2, public events to heroic events. First off, you'll be happy to know that no longer must you wait in an area hoping for a war stat to spawn. Public events can now be viewed from your region map, and here's a quick tip, hit the view and menu button at the same time to pop up your region map instantly. You're welcome. The public events can reap some amazing rewards, and even exotic engrams if you're lucky. Plus, during each public event, you'll get the chance to trigger a heroic event just by completing certain tasks. Some are pretty simple to activate, like the Cabal Excavation. You'll see a ship flying around, take it out before it leaves. For the Devil Walker, take the arc charges that it drops to unlock all the Scorch Cannons around. And for the Ether Resupply, destroy all the servitors before finishing off the boss. Put simply, heroic events can yield better loot, and we all love our loot. Tip number 3, post-campaign. We're about to hit some spoiler territory, so be warned. Like the first game, the meat of the game takes place after the campaign. This is where you can take on strike playlists, which are longer form missions to expand and earn higher gear. Each planet has their own story too, so you can head back and finish the stories you started in the campaign, while earning some amazing rewards. There may even be some exotics waiting for you, but if you do plan on taking this on, be sure to save 5 rare or legendary scout rifles. You'll be thankful later. After the campaign, you can explore planets, complete patrols, find region chests, take on lost sectors, complete daily challenges, find the Crucible, fight in the Iron Banner and the Trials of 9 when that comes around, participate in Nightfall for amazing loot, and finally the largest and most challenging task, the Raid. Destiny 2 is all about its post-game content, so don't think it's over just because you beat the campaign. You have several worlds to explore. Tip number 4, Crucible Tactics. Radar is your friend, seriously. Which may seem like common sense, but it's an underutilized aspect of the game. Use your radar to see players around you. Whether they're moving or not, they'll show up. And unless you're a hunter wearing knucklehead radar, you can't see your radar when looking down the sights. So pop in and out of aiming to check your radar, or you may get flanked. Stick with your team too. Some people love going lone wolf and taking out opposing guardians on their own. But this isn't Rumble Guardian. 2 guns are better than 1. And for those individuals with a color vision deficiency, Destiny has alternate color modes in the accessibility section under the settings tab that will help with alert and icon visibility. Tip number 5, the farm and tower. For those that beat the campaign, you'll have access to the farm and the new tower. These are 2 current social spaces in Destiny 2 where you can decrypt items and basically just hang out. Both spaces have a soccer field with goalposts. So if you feel like playing some soccer or football, then bring out the Vuvuzelas. FIFA 777 never looked so good. And by the way, each social space has its share of secrets, so be sure to explore them thoroughly. In the farm, pay close attention to the watermill and wires. And for the tower, check out the Floor's Lava minigame. Be sure to push the purple ball around, which may lead to some extra fun. Overall, Destiny 2 is an action-packed game full of content to keep you busy for hundreds of hours. The best thing is the developers behind it, Bungie. They're great at listening to their community. Destiny 2 will no doubt morph and grow as the years go on. Just compare Destiny Year 1 to the end of Destiny Year 3. The game changed drastically after community feedback and grew into the game we love today. We'll probably see the same with Destiny 2 as time goes. For now, power up and get ready for future endeavors. Also, let's cross our fingers that the Festival of the Lost makes a return for Halloween. I kinda miss my Ghost.
Aw. I freaking love the Ghost. That was so cute.
Nice.
So yeah, I wanted to chime in just because chat's kind of going crazy about Destiny 2. You guys bring up good points. Someone mentioned the meta multi-tool. That is like, if you want to win at trials right now, the meta is crazy good, and it drives me nuts. So if you don't know this, when you go into Trials of Osiris, or I think is it Trials or the Trials of the 9 now. Trials of the 9. If you go in, it locks your gear, so you cannot change your weapon for the entire fight. So everyone and their mother is picking the Meta multi-tool. Or you can be like me and use 2 hand cannons because I love Clint Eastwood. There's also pants you get if you're a hunter. You get them right away, otherwise they drop. They're actually hunter pants, just kidding, called the Lucky pants. And every time you switch to a hand cannon, you aim down sights faster and the target acquisition's better. So in PvP, I just keep swapping every time someone hides behind a corner, and I immediately lock onto them when I aim down sights. Like the game just grabs them. It's so good. Highly recommend the Lucky pants and 2 hand cannons.
Damn, I really wish there was somebody who could appreciate your enthusiasm. I do appreciate your
Yeah, I
enthusiasm.
know,
Like,
I get it.
soak it in and like internalize it and be right there with you. Maybe one day I'll play Destiny. Actually,
I'll
if
play
you guys,
with you.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, I didn't think he'd go for that. But no, I'm totally in, man.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Awesome.
Destiny's great.
I'm just like so taken aback by that.
No, sure.
It's touching.
If you have 2 hours of gameplay to hook me on Destiny. After that,
Well, the first 45 minutes you play alone, so
okay. Well, if
so
I
let's-
don't,
starting from there.
okay, starting from there. If I don't like it, I'll never play a video game ever again.
That seems like
pressure's
an
on,
over exaggeration. All right.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, also they did add one of the things. Stein, you mentioned it. Guided games are awesome. Have you heard about that?
No, what's
they had a
that?
guided game, so you can go into Destiny. Like, I want to play the Nightfall, but I don't have friends that are on right now.
Okay.
Or you don't have friends. But in any case, you can pick guided games, and it'll find a fire team for you that's people that have selected that themselves to guide you. So you can be a seeker, or I think it's just like a guider. It's got a name. And voice is required, but then you can teach people how to play the Nightfall.
Okay.
Or I think the raid has it, and maybe even Trials is gonna have it. I don't know. They don't have it now. It's in beta.
Nice.
But it's very cool. It's a nice feature.
Nice. Yeah, and really, I guess if you think about it, like Xbox is out on the console level with like clubs, or I mean, looking for a group, where if you're looking to jump into Destiny and you're not the most experienced Destiny player, you can just kind of look for a group of non-Destiny players and kind of learn together.
Yeah, and
so
they've also
makes sense.
Yeah, it's great. They've also upped like the how clans work, so you can actually like solicit your clan as like, hey, we love to help people. We're good people, good friends. We don't take things too seriously or whatever. Or we're hardcore. We want to do everything great, and you can sift through those and pick who you want to play
Nice.
with and things like that.
So
which is
cool. I think these are great community features. So you know what? I was being sarcastic when I said I'll play Destiny. But maybe I'll play Destiny. I'm still not
that's
100%
awesome.
sold, but
well, I hope so, man. Anyway, let's jump into the tips and tricks top 5 list. First up, it's the top 5 paid games.
top 5 paid games. My favorite too. What a coincidence. Dropping to number 5 is Madden NFL 18.
Still on there, man.
With your boy Tom Brady on the cover.
Oh, God. Boo. Hate that man.
Come on, guys.
I don't hate him. I'm sure he's a nice guy.
I'm sure he's super nice.
I just see his wife and his money and I get angry.
super jelly, yeah, for sure.
I'm just jealous. What's number 4? Skyrim Special Edition.
Oh man, that's Skyrim.
Everybody loves that game.
That was on sale, right? Is that why it's
Yeah,
up there?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know. It wouldn't be up there for any other reason.
Wow. It's a great game, Malik. Jeez.
We talked about. I'm just kidding, guys.
I'm gonna dragon shout you off the set right now.
And at number 3, I feel like we're going where we were last week. Destiny 2 Digital Deluxe Edition.
Oh, hey, we haven't talked much about Destiny. Let's.
Yeah, right. Sarcasm. I sense it.
Yeah,
Took
thank
a while,
you.
but
Thank
I
you.
gotcha.
Number 2, Star Wars Battlefront: The Ultimate Edition.
The original game. So
Yeah, the first one. Well, because
first
the
one.
second one's not out.
that's true.
Ult
yeah.
Edition.
Ult Edition. Just Ult.
It's actually behind there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's better. So this game, the second one's coming out in November. This must be like on EA Access or some sale for the Ultimate Edition.
It's got to be. Getting
But-
people hyped for the new one.
Yeah, that's true. Like I would go back and play the game. And I might, because that game looked beautiful. Like
It is beautiful.
And the sound, of course. Like I've never watched a Star Wars movie in my life. I was waiting for reaction that never came. That's fine.
I'm a little upset. That's
But
crazy.
That's a fact, actually. But
You should start with episode 1. It's the best.
It's the best.
Yeah, Phantom Menace. There's nothing better than Phantom Menace.
Oh no! See, okay, I'm not. Okay, guys, I've never watched a Star Wars movie, but I'm not an idiot, all right? I know that's not like a thing.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Yeah.
But the sound in the game is amazing. And yeah, that whole atmosphere. Now that they're adding a single player for Battlefront 2, I'm super excited to go in and kind of jump in and experience what they can do with the story. And DICE is amazing, so.
Yeah, they make really immersive games and like cinematic games.
Yeah.
And also, I dare you to watch even an hour of Phantom Menace and like. There's no way you won't want to punt the actor that plays Anakin. There's no way you won't want to kick him into one of Tatooine's sons.
Ooh.
He's so bad. He's so bad. Are you kidding me? If he's watching right now, I'm sorry. I hope
he's watching.
I hope you found your calling in life because it definitely wasn't acting. Anyway.
Wow, our saltiness from last week is carrying on. No, it's never going to stop. But yeah, so there you go. And number one in our number one spot again is Destiny 2, the launch edition.
Oh my God, 2 up there. Destiny rep.
Yeah, for sure.
Who are the hunters in chat? Hunters,
raise your hand.
There we go. Woo. That's what's up. Hunters. Raise your hand if you play.
Yeah.
Or just call it out.
Yeah.
Look at all those Titans, Hunter. There's a couple Hunters. I'm proud.
Nice.
Anyway. Oh, it's my turn to talk. No, all right. Before we get into the rest of the top 5, what top 5 should we cover next week? Ooh, last week they voted on our top 5s.
Right. We're going to get into that in just a second. So here are the choices for next week. We have top 5 racing games, top 5 games with fishing.
With fishing?
With fishing.
Fishing!
Wow.
I can't even think of one.
Dude, every game has fishing.
Okay,
like
I
in
thought it
it
was like top 5 fishing games.
Should be what?
Okay,
Yeah, anyway.
with fishing. Zelda's probably going to be up there.
I'll save that for next week because I have some strong opinions about fishing in video games.
It's awesome.
Okay. And then top 5 game sequels. So which list would you guys like to see covered next week? Vote now.
Ooh. But we're going to give them some time, right? Do we talk about the segment while they vote? Is that how we do this show? I can't remember.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Ed, yes, idiot. You guys voted for this week, and we picked our top 5. You guys picked our top 5.
That's
so
right.
I actually didn't look at your list because I read her email.
Did you?
I didn't. I saw your number 1.
Okay.
I saw your number 1, and I was so happy because it's one of my favorites. And
Perfect.
I didn't put it on my list because you put it on yours.
Okay.
But let's talk about it. Malik,
Cool.
you go first.
We're starting with number 5, Inside. There it is.
They made
All right.
graphics.
Made graphics, and there's my name.
Cool.
Oh my God. So yeah, Inside. So this game was a game that took, I think, 6 years to develop. And I went to E3 2016 for the first time, and Chris Charla, who's the director of ID at Xbox, stood on stage and he said, it's one of the best games he's ever played. And I was like, okay. All right. But no, I mean, Chris is an awesome person. But to this point, it came out 2 weeks after E3 last year, and I played it. And honestly, this 3.5 hour game is literally one of the best games I've ever. It's number 5, best games I've ever played of all time. That atmosphere is so good.
It's great.
It's
a
so
really good game.
It just really nails. Like the puzzles aren't too hard. It tells a story without any like vocals or any script or any narrative.
Yeah.
You just kind of have to interpret, and then the ending. I know the ending is kind of divisive.
And there's 2 endings.
There's 2 endings. That's right. So you got to really work for the second one. But I just love the game.
Yeah.
Such a short but great experience. So number 4, Mass Effect 3. Now I know this is controversial because a lot of people, and in our meeting yesterday, it was a debate between Mass Effect 3 and 2. Now while I think Mass Effect 2 is a better game overall, I think because of how good Mass Effect 2, it really set up Mass Effect 3 to kind of wrap up a lot of the stories. And so there were a lot of characters who didn't make it out of Mass Effect 3.
They died?
Yeah.
Oh man, yikes.
In your play.
Well, I think there's a few characters that can't survive anyway.
No matter what.
Yeah, and so there was one, I think it was a Solarian who was like, I forget his name, but
Warden.
Exactly. And he was singing his song that he sang in the first game, and then he was going up in the tower. Spoilers, sorry, but it's been years. But yeah, he was going up in the tower, singing his song from the first game. He really felt it. It was like, oh man, I'm shedding a tear.
Yeah.
All right, number 3, Halo 5. We all know Halo 5. I've spent more hours in Halo 5 than any other game ever.
I'm on his friends list. I can confirm.
Yep. So there you go. Number 2, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory.
Dude, that
So
almost
good.
made my list too.
It's so good.
Oh,
So good.
yeah.
It's the best Splinter Cell of them all. It
is.
It's so good.
And the multiplayer. The
multiplayer
Spies
is so
vs. Mercs
good.
was fun.
Where is this Ubisoft?
Where's
Make another one.
Yeah, or an
please.
HD remake. That game was so good.
So good. So I want to be Sam Fisher when I grow up. And at number 1 is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This was my first game. We've talked about it many times on the show, but this is the first game that I really completed where it was like a more mature story, more than just Mario.
You've never seen a Star Wars movie?
And so that's to the point
That
of the
is
game.
interesting.
You didn't need to play the game. This took place 4,000 years before the movie. So you didn't need to go in with any knowledge, and just the way you could just the plot twist and the choices you could make. It was great. So that is my number 1 game of all time. So
It's a good list.
EA, get on it. I need a Star
3.
Wars Knights of the Republic 3.
3, that would
Yeah.
be sick, man.
We don't talk
None
about
of
2.
that MMO crap. Get me KOTOR
Right.
3.
Right?
Yeah.
Who do I have to write a letter to? A strongly worded letter. 'Cause I will.
Jeff, who makes this game? BioWare. Excuse me, Jeff BioWare. Steve,
Jeff
CEO of BioWare. Yeah, no, that's a really good list, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I think mine's better,
oh.
but let's. No, it's all interpretation. Half the games on his list were great. I do not like Mass Effect, but everything else on there, fantastic.
All right, well, whatever. I don't like your list then.
No, it's fine. I'm just giving you
kidding, I'm
crap.
just kidding.
I have only actually played Mass Effect 1, so I've
okay.
never, and I hated it. So I never gave 2 or 3 a chance. And people say they're so different, I should. So it's
Yeah,
one of
just give
those.
it a shot.
It's on my list.
Yeah.
So number 5, Red Dead Redemption.
Ooh.
Red Dead Redemption, amazing soundtrack, amazing story. Everything about it is good. And if anyone has played that moment where you go to Mexico for the first time and they play that, I think it's Luis Gonzalez. Or
I haven't
Gonzalez?
gotten to that part, but yeah.
He plays, what? Jose.
Ooh.
Jose Gonzalez plays a song, So Far Away, really good song. And it just like made me cry. Like it was such a beautiful moment in the game, like to make you feel that way. It reminded me a lot of The Last of Us. Highly
nice.
recommend it. Highly recommend it. It's
Yeah.
the only reason it actually knocked off Destiny off my list because I do
Ooh.
love Destiny, of
Yeah.
course, too.
That's a pretty big thing.
Yep. Number 4, Halo 2. Halo 2.
Halo
So Halo
2.
2, the reason that's my number 4
Uh-huh.
is because that is what got me into competitive gaming in general. It's the first online game I ever played,
Yeah.
like truly competitively played every day after school, run home. And I played on a 16-inch TV with a VCR in it,
Oh.
like the built-in
You had the
VCR.
built-in VCR?
And I would sit like this close to it and play.
Yeah.
And like to see people sniping, I'd be like, like from where are they at?
Nice.
It was awesome, but it
Yeah.
just started that whole like I love PUBG, I love competitive shooters, all that stuff. But Halo 2 for me was
where it started.
where it all started. That's why it stays on my list.
Nice.
Number 3, Elder Scrolls 4: Oblivion.
Bethesda.
In the same fashion as Halo 2, that game got me into RPGs like nothing ever. I remember buying that and the strategy guide and just being so immersed in an RPG like I never have before.
Sure.
I beat every quest, found everything, 100% complete that game.
Nice.
It was amazing, incredible. If you haven't played it, it is the best Elder Scrolls.
That's awesome. It came out within 12 months of 360 launching, I remember.
Yes.
And like it was like one of those games that really took advantage of the new power of the Xbox 360. And so it's something I never picked up because I didn't have a job at that point. I don't know how old I was.
Well,
but,
I was like, Daddy, because I was really young too. I was definitely too young. That was it too. Oblivion was rated M later, but originally it was
Really?
rated teen, or they flipped them.
Oh.
So I got it, and then I wasn't allowed, like, it was like one of those things that was like a loophole. No.
Dang.
Anyway, number 3 on the list, Fallout 3. What? Oh, sorry, number 2 on the list. My bad. Fallout 3. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so Elder Scrolls 4 is number 3, and Fallout 3 is number 2.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's
numbers
tough.
all over the place.
In any case, Fallout 3, when you first come out of that vault into the wasteland and like you've never seen the sun before and it opens up, oh my God, goosebumps.
So good.
That's all I got to say. That game was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually did pick up this game when it came out. It came out around the same time as Fable 2. And I remember I picked them up, and I picked them up at the
same
same
here.
time. And I remember getting the game, and I got motion sickness from it. And it's the only time I've ever
Really?
had motion sickness. So I just sold the game immediately.
Oh, that's
Within
crazy.
probably 2 hours of me playing the game.
Oh,
I was like,
wow.
nope, I'm good on this one.
It's a bummer, man. It's really good. Much better than 4. I think it's better than Vegas, but that's a common argument because Vegas had much more RPG elements. Fallout 3 was a little bit more streamlined. In any case, so that gets number 2. But number 1, and this was tough.
Uh-oh.
Number 1,
Here we go.
BioShock 1. Oh my
BioShock.
God.
Okay,
Honestly,
good
all of them.
choice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Honestly,
Yeah.
all of them are great. I would highly recommend the first one. Just if you like a story-driven game, oh my
that
God.
first 30 minutes of that game.
So good. And the water, like the graphics were unreal when it
good.
came out. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it holds up. Like that's the other thing. Like I pop it in, I play it once a year. So, sappy moment. My wife and I, on Valentine's Day, every year we make mac and cheese and we play BioShock. That's like a thing we've been doing for 8 years.
I like that tradition. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, that's
so.
really awesome.
And I could say it still holds up. Like it's still really scary. It's still intense. The mechanics are great. And honestly, it was a toss-up between this and Infinite because Infinite's equally
Yeah.
incredible, great story,
So I hear.
beautiful.
Yeah.
So honestly, I recommend playing all 3. But Infinite and 1 are easily my favorite.
Ooh, so good.
Yeah.
So these are top, Ethan and my top 5 lists of games of all time. I know we were debating on we should do a poll on I spit everywhere. We should do a poll on whose top 5 list is better.
Oh.
Can we get on that? I just love to see.
Well, first, who's the winner?
Yeah,
I want to
so
know
we're gonna talk
next
about
week's.
Yeah, the results for next week. The next week we'll cover the
That
top.
is a good poll, though.
I can't speak.
Top
What's
5 game sequel.
there you go.
Game
Top 5
sequels.
game sequels.
Ooh.
That's-
Interesting.
no,
That's
this
going to be a
is-
tough one.
This is interesting because everyone always talks about the sophomore slump. A game is really good, and then they try and recreate it or redo it, and it just messes up the sequel. So I'm interested to see what we come up with for top 5 game sequels.
Yeah, me too, man. That's awesome. But yeah, I love the idea of whose top 5 is there.
Yeah.
Although, honestly, your list is great.
Your list was great.
Aw.
There we
Okay,
go.
I almost pounded it. Oh, anyway.
All right.
We'll cut back to it.
Yeah.
But last week, Malik and I played a very interesting game.
And this is actually last month. This
Yeah, it was.
just
not
why
last week.
Why not? Who cares?
Yeah, this was a
interesting
while
is
back.
right. That's right.
Yeah, you could say it was pretty sick.
Ooh, and it took a lot of dedication.
Anyways, we're dying to show you Manuel Samuel.
Let's take a look. What's going on, guys? It's Malik and Ethan, and today we're doing Couch Co-op. This is, of course, a segment where we play games that you may not have heard of. And today we're playing Manuel Samuel. That rhymes, by the way.
It does.
It does rhyme.
What do you think this game's about?
I don't know. Maybe it's a guy named Samuel who reads manuals for like games. I don't know.
So you had to focus on P2, and I'm focusing on P1.
Okay,
This is going to be a nightmare.
let's check this out. I'm excited.
I'm not. I'm terrified.
You're terrified?
This is going to be hard.
It's okay. I'm excited for both of us.
Our story begins in the middle of last Tuesday, where a hopeless young freeloader called Sam is sipping a fancy cup
Freeloader.
of coffee with a name nobody can pronounce.
Shots fired.
This is Sam's girlfriend.
She doesn't look very happy.
She does look like she's from Seattle.
Oh, the flannel and everything?
Yeah.
Look at that.
She also mentions the fact that Sam has forgotten her birthday for the third year.
How can you
in a
forget the
row.
birthday, Sam?
3 years.
3 years?
I feel like that's kind of on her that she's still with the guy.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Sam's girlfriend does something she should have done a long time ago.
Oh,
Man,
brutal.
brutal. Okay. Oh,
Press
okay.
up. Player 1, press up to get up. That's me.
Then
All
he
right.
makes another effort to stab
I'm
her
guessing this is going to be
straight.
me. No, it's still you.
Sam is hit in the head so hard, he has to remind himself how to walk.
What?
He takes a right step,
All right, this is me, right trigger.
Right trigger.
then he takes a left
I bet this
step.
is me.
We're doing a good job here.
We're pressing 2 buttons.
I think we're still doing a good
Yeah,
job.
definitely.
Don't diminish our work.
500 euros, barely covering the coffee.
500 euros.
Oh my goodness.
Do I keep giving him money? I mean,
Holy feces. I'll just start my own coffee
You got an
shop.
achievement.
what?
We made Tony
Sam
open up a
makes
cafe.
Someone quit their job by tipping them too much.
Look at him. He's gone. He's gone. Now who's gonna? Oh man, I feel like we destroyed this business.
Sam spends a decade making his way out the door.
So I'm controlling the left side of his body is kind of the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm very scared we're going to get hit by a car.
Girlfriend on the other side of the road.
Oh, you
Sam
again.
pulls himself together and rushes towards his suit.
Rush towards
so
her.
should we run? So maybe
Yeah.
go fast. Well, that's someone's definition of fast.
Yeah.
Approaches Sam with an average speed of
Feces
90
happen.
kilometers per hour. The impact
I told you.
renders him 8
Oh,
times
the car's coming for us. Spoilers. You spoiled the game for me.
Predictable.
I can't play it anymore.
We made it to outer hell.
And these are people that are falling. Are those people who are falling? Okay, here we go.
Maybe.
being dead a single bit. He also hates the eerie feeling of not having any cash on him.
Yeah, well, he gave it all to Peter or whatever that guy's name was.
He checks out that horrible sound he's hearing.
Have a nice
The
day.
source of the sound is none
is
other
it?
than obliteration and oblivion.
Here we go.
Extermination and extinction.
Yep.
Yo, yo, yo.
Exactly as I expected him to sound.
Yep.
Info
Yeah.
is provided.
From the inf. You didn't even say information.
It's like people who said za instead of pizza. They're like, hey, I'm gonna pick up a slice of za.
You don't like those people?
I don't have opinion on those people actually. No, I
It's
think
bad
that's-
timing.
Traveled through time, space, and logic, and finds himself fully alive. And more importantly, rich again.
Oh my.
Shows
Wait, is he alive again?
Yo, yo, yo. I mean, you look great, bro. You be turning kind of.
Oh, we are
we're not
turning. Oh, we're not
breathing.
breathing. Am I breathing? Am I the guy? How do you breathe again? Oh, X. Okay. This is hyperventilating. Wow.
Go survive for a day, and
Oh, this
I'll
is gonna
let
be
you live
impossible.
normally for the rest of your life.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So
And
regain our
once
balance.
again, he
Okay,
has to
and
remind
breathe,
himself how to walk.
Blink.
Okay.
How do I blink again?
Blink. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, by the way.
Oh, this guy. Oh no.
That's definitely how people are supposed to walk.
Are we doing something wrong, or is that just? Oh, here we go.
Tries out a strange
Oh.
maneuver,
Nice.
Oh,
stepping
so
with the same leg twice.
as we're struggling to breathe, we're also struggling to walk and do everything else.
Blink.
It's something.
Yeah.
So yeah, this has been couch co-op. This game is called Manual Samuel, and it is interesting. If you want to pick it up, be sure to pick it up.
Great for couples and co-hosts.
There you go. Yes, very good team building. I feel like we're a better team.
Better
because of
human,
this.
if anything.
Better humans even.
We played that
was
poorly.
good.
I liked it. I
Yeah,
liked it.
we should do more like that. If you guys want to see us play games, let us know in chat what games you'd like to see us play together. Not
Yeah.
Destiny. But yeah, no, that was good. That was really funny.
Yeah, and I'd like to do more co-op with you, man.
Yeah,
It'd be
I'd like to
fun.
do more co-op with you. What a coincidence.
We're bonding a lot today,
All right.
especially after this whole star thing. Like
Yeah.
you've really come into your come out of your shell. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna start the next segment in the interest of time, and we're gonna be using our Skype magic to connect with streamer Lucy May. Lucy, are you there?
There she is.
Hi!
Whoa!
What's up?
Good to see you, Lucy. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. How are you guys?
Oh, just peachy.
Fantastic. So fantastic. All right, let's kick it off. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Hi. Oh, wow, we're going to start right there. I'm
Yeah,
Lucy
yeah.
May.
Oh, yeah.
You can find me on all the things. Twitter.com/Lucy May Games. Everything else is /I am Lucy May. Of course, here at Mixer. Mixer.com/I am Lucy May. And I'm a gamer, of course. Streamer, sometimes YouTube anymore because I'm streaming a little bit more nowadays.
Nice.
But yeah, on-camera talent, freelance extraordinaire. I
All the
also
things.
I can maybe unclog your toilet. I don't know. I have some plumber. I can bring and unclog your sink, maybe.
Gross.
I trim bush. I don't know. It's weird. I do all the things.
Nice.
All around.
I gotta say, your room looks immaculate, almost like you just cleaned it.
I mean,
Had to call it
the
out.
irony- I mean, it's so crazy. I know.
Yeah. Wow.
Good.
Weird.
Nice for pointing that out.
Yeah, thank
awesome.
you, thank you.
Yeah, so let's right. Let's
So
talk
I like to
about
point out, this is what I do. So in my community, it's funny. It's kind of like in a little joke when they know what's going on. See this flag right there? Where's
Yeah.
my finger? Right here?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's covering up a mess. So if you see a flag in the background, it's kind of like on top of some mound.
Nice.
Really? That's awesome. Oh,
Awesome.
man. Jeez.
All right. Yeah, let's get into how you got started streaming. Tell us the story.
Streaming, well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like gaming all the time on my free time. And when I found through another friend, a friend of a friend, doing this online streaming while they were gaming thing, I was like,
Whoa.
what is that? I want to do that. Tell me all the things. And he helped me to kind of get set up. It was super janky back then. I mean, just so terrible. And even sometimes I would do it from my phone as like my webcam. I mean, it was so weird. But that started it. It was just a hobby. And I would do it super infrequently every now and again. Way different than how now I kind of, treat it as a job. And so I try to make sure that my broadcasts are on par as best as possible for the viewers. And yeah, that's kind of how I started, because it's like, I'm gaming, I'm always gaming. Why not share the love?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I actually feel like that's how a lot of streamers start. It's just like, I might as well. you
Might as
know?
well- I mean, yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. And how it's like now you're ridiculous at PUBG. So you've been playing. I mean, you play a lot. Like to go from an average-looking stream to a very professional look and really good at a game. It's just kind of interesting how that happens. I'm
mean,
curious.
yeah,
I'm
right.
curious. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying, you grind any game, really. You can hopefully, get more.
Yeah. How many
credits.
how many hours do you play PUBG?
At least 8 to 10 hours a day.
Ooh,
at least.
So how many chicken dinners has that equated to? For you? Do you
I
think?
don't know. I
So
feel
many?
like if I get less than, we had 3 the other night, and I was like, all right, I'm okay with that, but I'm not happy.
Ooh.
So
High
I want
standards.
to average 5 chicken dinners a night. I want to try.
Even Scott behind the camera is like, I suck. But I also suck. I wasn't calling you out. No.
No, but there's people that are out there getting double-digit wins, and I'm just like,
Totally.
Oh, okay.
that's
Yeah.
what drives me to be better.
Totally. Do you play mostly team or duos, or I'm sorry, team or solos?
Whichever. Sometimes I'll start a stream off waiting for, maybe my community to kind of get ready to want to play, or if maybe I don't have any friends that are playing at the moment, because like I said, I stream and play it often. So finding somebody that's available at that time, someone will be available eventually.
Sure.
If I need to start off in solos, I love that because you can just kill somebody or shoot somebody rather, and they will just die. Whereas when you are squatting, that you shoot them, they get a chance to be revived. So you might not get that kill. Whereas if you get a bunch of bullets into a body in the solos,
it's over.
Then it's over. Yeah, exactly. And you're like, yes, that's a kill. And it feels really good to see that the red kill count pop up in the middle of the screen. And then you keep going on. But when you down somebody in squads, for example, and they get revived, you don't get that kill. It's super.
Sure. I totally get that. And I feel like how the caliber, like when you stream and you just play, like I'm sure that's one thing, but you got invited to the PUBG Invitational, and I'm curious like how that transitions, because some of those guys are animals. I mean, animals.
Oh, I mean, it's a super different game when you're playing it competitively. I found that out the hard way. I mean, I like to play a little bit more aggressive, and I'm just playing casually, so it's fun, and it can be a complete disaster, or you could just dominate. And that's what's so great about pub is every scenario, and that's with really any PvP, it's different, match to match. And so, but playing against competitive players who grind out strats, and they really play it slow, because unfortunately how it's set currently, and I want to say they might be looking to change this, is that you don't get as many points for kills as you do for just being alive. So that kind of caters to the camping aspect.
Sure.
So that was a little bummer. It was more chill throughout the game, the matches themselves. But then when it came down to gunfights, it would just you're just like, I'm dead. I can't even compete right now because I don't know what they're doing. That's what they do. They camp. They wait for you. It's like they're like deer hunting you. Like,
that's terrifying.
Yeah.
God.
I'm just trying to eat berries, bro.
Oh man,
so good. So let's talk about your favorite. What's your favorite part about streaming? I know everyone has a different answer for this. What is your favorite part?
My favorite part about streaming, I mean, there's just so much to it. I mean, I'd say, of course, first you can directly interact with your community and with the viewers, and to know that the power is in your hands to be able to impact their day and be able to brighten it, hopefully, is the goal. And when they acknowledge back or express that to you, it's just that feels good to know that, to make a positive impact for just the gaming community in general.
Yeah, that same thing for me. Like I love watching YouTube. I love watching streamers on Mixer, and like sometimes I come home from a day of work and I'm just like so totally down, and other people may be going through similar or different issues, but like watching someone stream or watching someone make content is one of those things that kind of uplifts you. So that's an awesome answer. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Really love that.
Do you have any other like favorite streaming stories? Anything you want to share?
Oh, try to think of any, and I couldn't pinpoint to anything specific. It's like I said, just like PvP, gaming, streaming also is every day. It can be different, and you run into new people perhaps, or I don't know. It's just the entire thing there's so many favorite moments. I can't just pick one. From what the viewers bring, to what gaming with my viewers bring, to what gaming with my friends bring. I mean, we could, especially in PUBG, everyone's seen all the GIFs and the videos of the random things that can happen. That's kind of how streaming is. Just something crazy and epic will happen. You're like, what is going on? And there's just so many of those moments, especially since I've been streaming for a few years. So it's compiled up, and
that's pretty cool.
It just makes streaming awesome, period.
Yeah, I love that you can share those moments with like a total audience. Like there's so many moments in gaming where it's like, I wish, like when I'm alone, I'm like, I wish somebody saw that.
Yeah.
And so.
Just want to share it. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Well, now you can, Ethan. I mean, you just I think, is it NVIDIA or somebody had something where you can just record your highlights and you can share it with everyone on YouTube.
Ooh, that's pretty fancy.
Yeah.
I think even with Windows 10, you can do that. Like honestly, I think I just got to press like 3 buttons on my computer and it works. And I'm just
really?
like, yeah.
What?
The game bar, it's like you can record that and it like goes backwards.
Yeah, and now on Xbox, just announced.
Are you plugging this? Go ahead. No, it's fine. I'm just giving you
can now record up to an hour of gameplay to an external drive. So that's cool.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. So an hour?
Yeah, an hour to an external drive and then share it wherever you want.
Jeez,
Yeah,
that's-
it's a pretty cool new feature.
That's crazy. I gotta ask, Lucy. It seems like an inside joke in your stream, but what's up with shale?
No. Oh. Wow. That's funny. So, sorry. I'm just dying because it's a word completely made up, to
Okay.
my understanding. One of my mods, who's hilarious and games with me often, just decided to throw out a bunch of words one day, and just like within a week, some words, and shale, for whatever reason, stuck, and it's just become a thing. And
Interesting.
We didn't know if it was a positive thing or a negative thing. We kind of turned it into a positive thing, so we're just kind of like, but it could be,
It could be anything.
I don't know, because you use it like you trying to shale, bro, or oh yeah, let's get shale. Shale.
Oh, nice.
It's just our
just
way
a
to
word.
connect, to have our inside joke. I don't know. It's
Nice.
Because I heard it and I was like, what? And I looked
Yeah.
it up, and the only definition was like a soft, finely stratified sedimentary rock.
Oh, yeah.
like,
Hard to
what does
apply it
that
in that
mean?
situation. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know.
amazing. A shout out to White Wolf. White Wolf lit.
Oh my
Number
gosh,
one
out.
mod at the game.
that's awesome though. That's cool. The inside jokes and streams. That's like,
So good.
yeah.
So it's time to ask our standard question. I believe we're going to do this. So it's your last dinner of all
Okay.
time. Who are the 3 video game characters that you invite to eat dinner with you?
Okay, I've been asked this, not to a dinner necessarily, but I always get asked, the 3 that I would invite, and one always is the regular. What's the word? The foundation of this trio, and that would be Dom Santiago from Gears of
Ooh,
War.
from Gears. Ooh, why Dom?
Because he's
I don't
handsome.
know. He's just
Okay,
got a big heart.
that's true. That scene in Gears of War 2. Oh my God.
I may have wept a
I'm
little.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to talk about it too much because I might bust on it.
Sure.
Oh my gosh, that's a good one though.
Awesome. And I've actually been starting to read the books, and his backstory is awesome.
Oh, nice.
I would invite Hibana from Rainbow Six.
Whoa.
Okay.
She's just rocking. I mean, she's just.
I thought you were gonna say because she
badass.
doesn't talk. But none of the characters do.
But we haven't given her a chance to.
Oh, fair
Oh,
enough. Oh,
that's
that's
a
deep.
good
Yeah,
Ooh, that's deep. I like
Hibana,
that.
tell us all the things.
She just lets it all out.
And then I was like thinking of a third, but realized I feel like can Pikachu just be the pet, maybe?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
If
okay.
not, third, of course. But if not, if Pikachu could be our little like sidekick, then it'd have to be Diva from Overwatch because Korean things. Whoop whoop.
There you go. Best excuse ever. Nice.
That's awesome. Well, you tell us where people can find you, but what is your schedule? What's your stream schedule?
I pretty much stream every day from about 4 p.m. Pacific time until we drop. So it
Okay. There
could
we
be
go.
till like midnight or
It's that
4
simple.
a.m. or 6:30. It depends on what's happening, what game we're playing, and how much fun we're having.
That's awesome.
So yeah, and over at Mixer, right here, mixer.com/IamLucyMay. Be there, be square.
Be there, be square. Well, this has been fantastic. Love the energy. Thank you so much for stopping by
Yeah,
and
thank you.
talking to us, Lucy.
Yeah, thanks for having me, you guys. Take care.
Everyone give it up for Lucy. There we
Oh,
go.
that was great.
I love those segments. I love getting to learn the streamers.
Yeah.
I'm preparing for my stream.
Yeah, you always say that.
We didn't ask
I
the
was
question.
waiting for it. That's why I was
No,
waiting.
it's okay.
I was waiting. You wanted to learn the streamers, yeah.
I want to learn about the streamers.
Yeah.
I love learning about the streamers
Yeah.
and picking up their knowledge so that I can crush them in the numbers when I become a streamer.
I get it. No, I totally get it. Yeah, you got to
kidding.
play dirty.
Yeah,
it's a,
for
it's
sure.
a tough game out there.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, I got to talk with Drew Peterson about some of the best webcams on the market for streamers. Drew, let's take a look. We're here today with friend of the show, Drew, to talk about webcams. Drew, thanks for coming on again.
You bet. How you doing? Good to see
Doing
you
all right,
again.
man. Always
All
good to
right.
have you on. I am super excited about this segment because I love webcams. So what do we got going on today? What are we talking
So
about?
I've got a variety of webcams to show you across a variety of price points. The first thing I want to talk to you about is Logitech. This is the C920. It's a webcam that's been out for a couple years now. It's kind of the de facto standard for streamers up till the last year or so.
Yep, I have this one at home myself, actually.
This camera features 1080p, 30 frames per second. It's got tilt and zoom controls. This is a great camera if you're on a budget, if you're just starting out and you're getting started in streaming. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, that's a good call out. Let's see this next bad
So the
boy.
next one is the upgrade. This is the 922, and this is a camera that Logitech came out with probably a year ago. What they did for the 922 is they bumped it up to 60 frames per second at 720p. That way you can be running the exact same frames per second as your game if you're running a modern game at 60.
Nice.
They included a tripod, which is nice because you can actually set it on the table.
Yeah.
Both are USB 2. And then with this guy here, they actually include 3 months free of XSplit.
Oh, nice. I
Yeah.
love XSplit.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
Finally, they just a few months ago released this newest camera, and
I'm ready to
maybe
see
you heard
this.
about this.
Yes.
And so this is called the 4K Pro Webcam. This is the world's first 4K webcam. So this features 1080p and 4K. You can go 1080p at USB 2. If you want to run 4K, you do have to go USB 3.
Okay.
If you've got Logitech gaming software or hardware, keyboard, mice, headset, and you're running Logitech gaming software, now you can just plug your camera in and it'll appear there. It's a great camera. It's $199 right now, so it's a pretty pricey camera for that. But with that, you get a lot of really cool value adds that I think will be of interest to broadcasters out there. So they've incorporated the camera settings app into LGS software.
Nice.
It starts out at a 65-degree field of view, which is what most webcams have. It's what these guys feature. But then this camera's got a couple options. You can bump it up to 78, and then you can really go wide to 90 degrees, which is really wide.
Yeah,
and so if you're
I'm going
doing a
way back.
broadcast where you're dancing or you're moving side to side laterally, this is the webcam you need. The other thing is it's got a 5x zoom, and so I can zoom in probably too close without degradation of the image quality. This camera comes with a year of XSplit. The Brio,
the Brio comes with a year.
Yep,
of
so
premium.
922,
That is
3 months.
Awesome.
Brio gives you a year. And so for that extra price point,
It's a nice incentive.
it is. It really is.
that is great.
So the other thing that these cameras do, especially the Brio camera here at the top of the line, is works with a Windows 10 Hero feature called Windows Hello.
Oh, nice.
Windows Hello is the way that you can log into your PC using face, just your face. So it is the camera that we've got. And then if we go to my screen here, I've locked my PC. And it's actually already found me. It's that fast. I'll show you again if we lock the PC.
Yeah,
And
step
then
away.
I step away a little bit here. So it's looking for anyone right now.
Walk up.
And now I'll go ahead and walk up to it. And there it found me. And I'm into Windows that fast. It literally
Dang,
is
that's
the fastest
crazy.
webcam.
So what is this one? I don't think we've talked about this
You know,
one.
we forgot to talk about that one. So we've been working really closely with Creative Labs. Sound Blaster is the sub-brand that you might know. And Creative Labs has their own Windows Hello webcam as well. This is the Blaster X Sens 3D webcam. It features 1080 and 720 at 60 frames per second, so it can go as fast as your game needs to go. It offers gesture tracking, and so they've got a gesture engine, so you can do some cool things. There's a bunch of extra sound software that you can download from Creative. And in fact, one of the differences between that camera and this camera, even though they're the same price point, Creative, in order to kind of get an advantage and get people excited, they offer $190 worth of software with this camera.
Whoa.
And these are apps. If you go to their website, you can look on the Sens 3D page, but you can see these are apps that are catered to broadcasters. So background removers,
Nice.
add-on apps that help you enhance either your broadcast or your video taking.
Right on. I think important to call out that not only will all these cameras work with XSplit, OBS, and any other broadcasting software you use, for those beginners out there, this will all work with the Windows G game bar for broadcasting, which is nice. Nice
That's
little
awesome.
addition. Yeah.
Everything.
Drew, thank you so much.
You bet. Thanks
I
for
really
having me.
appreciate it. Back to you guys. Every time. Shut up. Shut it. Don't say
Back
it.
to
Don't
you guys.
Every
Throwing it
time.
to us. This was his go-to line at
Because I don't
PAX
know.
West.
I didn't know who we were cutting to at PAX.
That's true.
so
that's
back
true.
to you guys.
Back to you guys.
Easy,
Awesome.
baby.
All right, let's roll into 3 streams to watch. Cue
You start first.
the music. Ooh, was this always?
Is this it?
I love it.
Hey.
All right, Zombarella is a streamer and digital artist based in Brooklyn, New York. On her channel, The Zomb House, she creates beautiful digital art, but she's also a gamer and plays everything from Minecraft and Stardew Valley to PUBG and Overwatch. Besides art and games, she loves cats, cooking, writing, anime, and plenty of other cool stuff. Besides her awesome digital art, she loves creating traditional Link and watercolor art and is available for commissioned work. Her goal is to become a full-time illustrator and eventually a concept and comic book artist. Follow her on Twitter @_Zombrella and catch her streams every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday from 3 p.m. Eastern to 7 p.m. also Eastern.
Sounds pretty awesome. Let's move on to our next smooth streamer, Navi. Navi is a streamer and entertainer of many tastes and talents. In his youth, he competed in yo-yo competitions and talent shows, but his passion for entertaining and gaming soon merged into one with his discovery of streaming. Navi's been streaming for 7 years now and is a proud Mixer partner. He plays games like Minecraft, Final Fantasy, Forza, and also enjoys having conversations with his chat. While his channel rightfully nicknamed The Lounge, Navi aims to provide a chilled-out, drama-free zone for his viewers. So if you want to relax for a little while, watch awesome streams, check him out. His schedule is Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. And don't forget to follow him on Twitter at Navi the Squirrel.
All right, and let's move on to Meika. Meika, whose real name is Liz, has been playing games since the N64. Ooh, that was my first console. She's a big fan of MMOs, playing games like Rift, Terra, and Atlantica online, but she plays plenty of other stuff too. Recently, she's been playing PUBG and Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Meika's Sushi Bot has plenty of info for you, and her interactive section is full of fun stuff. Another awesome thing about Meika is that she is the founder of Gamers Without Labels, which is a Discord gaming community where all gamers are welcome to come and chat about gaming regardless of what they play on, playstyle, or anything else. Besides games, Meika loves sushi and sake, movies and TV, so if you do too, check her out. On Mondays, she starts streaming at 9 p.m. Eastern and 1 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays through Fridays, with Saturday being a wild card, so follow her on Twitter at Meika Gaming to keep up.
Nice job. I love the new music.
Yeah, it's so
it's a very dating
soothing.
show. Ooh, yeah, it's
I like
chill, it's romantic, it's intimate.
Yeah, so intimate.
Malik, I think you've really improved.
Thank you.
You've become so much more humble
over the course
show.
of this hour.
Yeah,
yes.
It's been a great
Thank
show.
you for putting me in my place. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. And thanks everybody for tuning in to this episode. It's been a fun one. Always
so
appreciate you guys coming by.
As always.
If you haven't yet, watch This Week in Esports this Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific.
Ooh, that came off really naturally. You didn't have any kind of hatred in your heart when you said that?
No, it's pretty genuine. It's pretty genuine.
I'm just kidding. I love that. I watch that show every week. I really do.
I mean, it's also out of pure terror of Rukari, but you know.
He's going to come stomp on you.
Tackle me. Yeah, no, he'd step on. Kate would kill me. I'm not. Have you seen these arms? They're nothing. Noodles.
And be sure to check out our next episode of Tips and Tricks next and every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Next week, we'll be streaming for the very first time on our very own Mixer channel, you guys, where you can follow in advance mixer.com/tips-and-tricks. The word and. Let me say it one more time.
Yes, that's good. Yeah.
Mixer.com/tips-and-tricks. You can follow it. We're going to have, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'll
Okay.
just cut it in.
We may just have some special swag to give away. So be sure to tune in.
And also, we're going to be doing we're going to have emotes. You're going to be notified when we go live, things like that. So definitely be sure to check out that channel and follow it.
So exciting. I'm pumped. I'm ready. I packed my bags. We're moving.
That was good. I love that.
Yeah.
We're moving.
We're moving.
Anyway, thanks everybody. We really enjoyed it. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.